Hey everyone, happy Friday. March Madness. March is on. Off the Rail Sports with Bert Beiswanger. Enjoyed a great, well, not great, but enjoyed opening day of the tournament. Love these 2 days. So as I sit here right now, we're right in the middle of the sweet spot of the tournament, I think, these opening days. So we had some duds yesterday, and we've seen that a little bit the last couple years, but we had some good ones too. TCU, Ohio State out of the gate was awesome. Back and forth, great game. TCU, Horned Frogs pulled off, really good team. Um, and then we have Duke and Siena. Who would have thought? Siena was 28.5 point favorites. Uh, you just take that based on math. First of all, the Siena Saints were way underseeded at 16. Uh, they're out of the MAAC, and this conference used to be seeded, I don't know, 14, 13, 12, 16. That was way too low for Siena, and Duke's banged up, and that's the other thing. So even if Duke got out to a big lead, I don't think they were gonna close out a 28.5 point spread. Doesn't matter. Siena Saints gave them everything. What, 9 point lead at the half, and they just ran out of gas. They played a 5 man rotation, so probably in hindsight, maybe it would have been cool to see them work in a couple other guys to get some rest because I think they just ran out of gas and they couldn't score those last 4 minutes. But that was a fantastic day. TCU's good. Ohio State came in playing really well, and TCU won that game. Awesome out of the gate. Always like the way they love to get the tournament started that way. High Point, Wisconsin. Hey, listen, this is why I watch these championship weeks, all right? I watch the Siena Saints, I watch High Point Panthers, and when these games happen, I'm not surprised at the performance of some of these mid majors. Now, a lot of the mid-major conferences have don't have what I would call their best teams in the NCAA tournament. They lost for whatever reason. Belmont in the Valley, UNC Wilmington and the SoCon, but so that affects these opening round games. So it has nothing to do with a mid-major conference per se. It's just that it's a one and done deal in the conference championships too, the tournaments. And so yeah, you may not always get the best representation of the mid majors, but High Point is not one of those. High Point is a high point of the mid majors. And listen, they're good. I watch these guys. They got a great program. And I was on them at 10.5 points. I thought they would cover that, and they did more than that. This game was gate to wire. It was tight all the way. The High Point got down a little bit, but they closed the gap by halftime, and so phenomenal game. And then late, down 8, Chase Johnston from High Point. My God, he pulls up for a 40-footer, a true logo three, buries it, and that was it. The Panthers were off to the races. The comeback was off to the races, and listen, Chase Johnson, he's awesome. This guy, he shoots a extremely high percentage from three. In fact, that's all he shoots because late in the game, the Panthers got a turnover. Wisconsin turned the ball over. Breakaway layup, High Point, Chase Johnston, and guess what? His first 2 pointer of the season. How's that for a stat? I don't know what's more impressive, the logo three from 40 feet or the fact that that's his first 2 pointer of the season. That's insane. But I like the Panthers. They got a tough one against the Razorbacks coming up tomorrow. But I think High Point can give them a game. I would not be shocked at all. All right, the other one, VCU. Wow. North Carolina. Hey, is there a website out there? FireHubertDavis.com. Listen, Caleb Wilson is out for Carolina. So that's massive. And in fact, a lot of teams have major injuries, not just support guys, like major ones like Texas Tech and JT Toppin in Carolina. And Duke's going through these injuries. And so there's more out there, but I'm not thinking of right away. But that affects the depth of the tournament and that second tier of teams that would be right there on the cusp of the top tier. So that hurts it a little bit. And the mid majors just being down a little bit from the NIL era and what have you, but it doesn't matter. High Point's really good, and I was glad to see that performance. And VCU, again, getting back to them, they're a mid major, but they're from the A10. This is how stupid the committee has gotten over the years. They admitted VCU, who had won 20 out of 22 games, would not have been but not have been in had they not won the A10 championship. We wouldn't have room for them because we would have to have, a very mediocre SMU team in instead. Isn't that stupid? Anyway, VCU, what a comeback. What a meltdown by Carolina. What a comeback by VCU. The Rams. Love seeing that. Today we've got Miami of Ohio, the darling of Wednesday night, and the first 4 game in Dayton when they basically just took it to SMU. They play Tennessee today. I think that spread's around 11. I could see this going both ways. I could see Tennessee taking care of business today. Just athleticism matchups. But at the same time, it's Rick Barnes, and Tennessee is. So you don't know what Tennessee team you're going to get. I like a lot of teams this year, and teams in the SEC. SEC's deep, but not. It's not. Everyone in the SEC is just kind of a notch below what they were last year. And so I don't know what to think of this game, but I'm going to pull for the mid majors. The best games out of the gate today, I think. Well, the 2 games out of the gate today. Santa Clara, Kentucky. Honestly, think that's a pick 'em. It's about 3.5 right now, so I'm not going to take the Broncos from Santa Clara yet, but I like Santa Clara. And mainly also because Kentucky's just same thing, up and down, up and down. And then the Akron Zips out of the Mid-American Conference. Miami with all the headlines and the MAC. Akron went 17-1 and played a better schedule. And I think would have beaten Miami in the conference championship had they met. They did not. Akron pulled out a tough one against Toledo. This is a really good team. And Texas Tech, again, playing without the aforementioned J.T. Toppin. Tech would be Tech would be right there as a team you would look at as a chance to go to the Final Four, but they haven't been the same without JT Toppin. And I think the Akron Zips, Zippy, the kangaroo mascot Zippy, and the Akron Zips. I think they can. I think they can win this game. Spread's about 8.5. I think bet down to 7.5. I still like that. I'm still going to take the Zips, but we'll see. Hey, listen, it's going to be another great day of basketball. It's going to be another great day of weather. You get a leg up on the weekend. I hope you already did. You should have. If you didn't, what are you doing? Get a leg up, and let's march on through March Madness, folks, and we will talk soon.